Okay, well then let's do this. Let's do another episode of the Three Amigos. That's us. We're gonna talk about. Should we start with the draft? Should we start with the draft?
Draft was before Battleground, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's go with the draft. What do you guys think about the draft so far?
Bullshit. Oh no! What do you mean? Do you mean like the overall picks, or just mean like in general?
Open to interpretation.
Oh, so pros and cons.
Raw clearly got the best of the draft.
I think so. Yeah.
Raw is steamrolling it. So first pick Seth Rollins, first pick Dean Ambrose.
Those two picks make sense. That all made sense.
Yeah.
The rest of it didn't make sense.
Charlotte, AJ Styles. I mean, SmackDown's slightly ahead now. Then third pick's Balor and John Cena. Now we're starting to shape up for Raw a wee bit because, like, okay, Cena's the face that runs the place, but he's not really going to be the face that runs the place for much longer, I think. Roman Reigns.
SmackDown got Balor and Brock before Raw got Balor and Brock before Raw got Cena.
Did they? Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Because they had every day. That was every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Bray Wyatt's a big coup for SmackDown. He's cool as fuck.
I like his new gear on SmackDown.
Yeah, really cool. And I suppose Raw got it done with Brock. I mean, yeah, he's a big attraction, but he's only going to be there like 3 times a year.
Yeah, I don't even think he's going to be that big an attraction anymore.
Yeah,
done.
He got busted.
Heyman confirmed to be gone.
He's out of contract. Yeah, we're talking about Brock's returning on Raw, and he's returning alone apparently.
Oh, hello.
Yeah, Brock.
Brock's fucking sick. That's what I'm saying.
Well, let's look down on this after Brock Lesnar. You've got New Day, Sami Zayn, Sasha Banks. You're right there. That's like 5 awesome stars.
Yeah, that's crazy good. Yeah.
I was a bit annoyed that Owens and Cesaro was picked so late on, but
yeah, what were they thinking? Like Cesaro and Owens should have been way at the top.
Sure, like big talked about stars picked.
Exactly, that should have been right at the top, but I don't know. You never know with that company. You never know. It's so weird that they leave Kevin Owens so late, but
yeah,
whatever.
Yeah, I wasn't that surprised about Cesaro being there. But Kevin Owens, I thought would have been one of the very top picks.
Yeah, I think we all did. That was very strange, but they had to get Brock Lesnar in, so that all paid off for them pretty well.
No,
also, I'm surprised about Kalisto going to SmackDown and the title is apparently going to be on Raw. What's that all about? Kalisto's clearly the best in the title. Maybe apart from Neville.
I would have said Neville. Before he got injured, I figured he was going to be the next proper big champion.
What a Big Show.
Say what?
You talking about the Cruiserweight title?
Yeah, and I think you just said Big Show.
Mm-hmm.
The Cruiserweight title is up.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, Big Show's got to do something.
No, the draft. I mean, like the draft we're talking about. The draft right now it looks good because you're actually attracted to SmackDown. Although SmackDown was compared to Raw, didn't even come close.
No.
This week.
Yeah.
Yeah. This week's Raw, we're getting a bit ahead of ourselves.
Awesome. Yeah, Raw is going to be that good every week, but that was an awesome start.
You know what was a big contributing factor to Raw being so awesome? The lack of JBL.
That helped, didn't it? That really helped.
Yeah, okay, I'll give you that.
I think the bigger contributor to how good Raw was the opening match, though. It was a hell of a match.
Oh, yeah.
And the closing match.
Yeah.
The other fifth away.
Great.
And the women's match. Holy fuck, the women's match was good.
Great. Raw was booked perfectly. Raw was booked really, really well. After watching Raw and SmackDown, both live, now the one show that makes me want to tune in next week again for that show is Raw. SmackDown was just not... SmackDown had less time, so it needed to do more. It needed to work smarter, and it didn't.
No.
Which is a real shame.
It Really did.
Kind of skipped over Battleground. So maybe do that before we win the bash.
Okay.
Structure, please, sir.
Well, you know.
Yeah. With chronological order.
Someone's got to keep order with this shit, so.
Okay, so first match was Bailey and Sasha versus the New Day.
I don't think it was.
Oh, that's definitely what that match was.
Yeah.
Well, let's just do a real quick rundown of Battleground. What did you guys think of the show? How did it work?
Overall, pretty good, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. Better than I thought it would be.
I liked it. I thought it went really well. Was like the Intercontinental Championship match was a bit weird with the Miz and Darren Young. That was
so weird. So I heard someone say it was a double count out, but Darren Young was out of the ring for like 2 seconds at most.
Yeah. It was weird because it's the sort of thing that would normally be done to prolong a feud.
Yeah.
But they've been drafted to different shows, so they can't prolong the feud.
Exactly.
I don't understand why they went with a non-finish.
That was very strange, and I feel like that was the only kind of dud of the night. The rest of the matches were pretty good.
Yeah. Enzo's promo was one of his best yet.
It was lovely, wasn't it?
Yeah, class.
Oh, was that the one where he said about picking the crop teeth out of your crop in DC? You can't watch it in DC, me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Well, it was good. It was good.
Number two.
Not bad.
Not bad promo there. I like actually the very first match, Bailey and Sasha. Like everyone was so hyped for Bailey coming out, and then even got a chance to like get a chance started or anything good going on, or a big hype, big chance for Bailey. Charlotte and Dana like attacked them like right off the bat before the match even began. I thought like that was good actually because the fans just to kind of get that real heel reaction, and plus the fans were obviously going to go up in one, so yeah, let's give the fans the what, but like let's not give them Bailey right away. Plus Bailey wasn't in the match much either.
Yeah.
Because it's going to be on the roster yet, and like obviously people were probably pissed that Bailey didn't get the win, but it wouldn't make sense because Sasha and Charlotte clearly have the rivalry going on, so it had to be between them two.
Exactly.
You know what I thought was really stupid in that match though? You.
Zing.
It goes without saying, but what bothered me, JBL kept going on about his sources, saying that Bailey was just here as this one-time favour, and that she wasn't actually on the roster. But before she came out, his sources weren't able to tell him that it was Bailey to begin with. How did he get all this information once the match started? Where did that come from?
Yeah, exactly. Like before the match started, he had no idea. Then after the match started, like, oh well.
When Sasha was on her way to the ring, he was like, I don't think she even has a partner. The one's her friend. Despite the fact that she teamed up with Becky Lynch 2 weeks ago and Paige a week before that. But whatever.
To be fair, it's not like JBL thinks about the stuff he has to say. He just kind of says it. One thing that I remember from, I'm pretty sure this was Battleground, but in the main event, Dean Ambrose and Roman Reigns are fighting, and Dean Ambrose gets a cover on Roman Reigns, and Roman Reigns kicks out at 1, and Michael Cole says Roman Reigns just kicked out at 2.
Oh.
And I'm like, numbers are hard, Michael Cole. They're really hard, but the numbers 1 and 2 aren't that hard. I mean, like you're watching the match, you can see him kick out at 1. Like, it's not. This is like the basics, right?
We're gonna flip to a bad example of bad commentating. So, Sami Zayn versus Owens, which I predicted would be the match of the night, and
you were wrong. It was the match of the year.
Kudos. Right. But what do you call? It annoys me that I can't remember the name of this move. The one where like he gets him the half Nelson and does a German suplex move.
Yeah, the half suplex.
Half and half suplex. So there you go. You play video games and you watch wrestling, you know the moves. But it's not your job to know moves. It's the commentator's job to know moves though.
Yeah.
So
yeah, Cole has never once used the words half and half. Never.
No, and like I was like, holy shit, what an ending! He hit the exploder suplex into the corner.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then he hit that half and half suplex right after. He just dragged him into the half and half suplex. I was like, oh, I was so hyped. But I was like thinking to myself, what the fuck do you call that move? And so the replay came on and said, oh, okay, the shitty commentators will tell me what the move was. They literally didn't speak. When a replay goes on, you speak of what happens in that replay. No one spoke. It was just silence for like ages. I'm like, then they were like, what did they say? It was like, oh yeah, he went for the 50-50. He showed it again on replay, and he goes, "What's this?" I was like, okay. And we were watching, and then someone goes, "Incredible sequences." It's like, well, tell what the sequences were. Don't say incredible sequences. We all know it was incredible sequence.
Yeah, we can see that. We know it's an incredible sequence.
Yeah.
But yeah, Michael Cole never gets them right, though. This one's a little bit off topic. I remember it because it was so weird, but this was months ago whenever it was a Sasha Banks match. When Sasha was going for an armbar, just like a regular... She was trying for an armbar against somebody, Charlotte probably, but she couldn't get it on. And Michael Cole's like, oh, she's trying for the... What's her finishing move?
The bank statement.
Yeah, the bank statement. She's like, hey, she's trying for the bank statement. I'm like, that's not... Is it? Oh, okay. And then, like, later on, she hits the actual bank statement, which is a completely different move. And Mike goes like, that's the bank statement. I'm like, that's the bank statement? You are the worst commentator.
Yeah, he did it once. This was probably about 2 years ago. But it was a Dolph Ziggler match, in which Dolph had a super kick, which Cole called it the zigzag. Immediately followed up with a famouser, which Cole called it a zigzag. And then hit the zigzag, and Cole went zigzag out of nowhere. Literally 3 consecutive moves were called the zigzag. And Dolph Ziggler
oh, that's the best one yet. That's so good.
Oh. My predictions, by the way, when I was watching Battleground and this came to mind, we did predictions on Facebook, and my predictions were way off. I was annoyed because I think Nels' predictions are so good right now. I think the way predictions you got wrong was the main event, maybe.
No, I predicted Dean.
I said Seth, and I am very glad that it was Dean.
So, we all fucked up because we all thought Becky would win.
Yes, we did.
Oh, yeah.
I did predict Becky.
But I completely fucked up. I put, I said Wyatt won. I said Sasha, who her partner is, they won. I thought the titles would switch around, the switcheroo.
Yeah.
Whichever name, Zach, had a good match. But again, pissed that I didn't get a prediction. And we'll see. Who else? I think I said...
You also predicted the club would beat St. Anne. I don't guess.
No, I predicted... Yes, I did predict that. I predicted Zayn would win, so... Did you predict Zayn would win now?
Yeah.
I am son of a bitch. Yeah, my predictions were way off. Really good event. Even the club versus Enzo, Cass, and Cena was brilliant.
Lovely.
Yeah, really good match as well.
Yeah, very good.
Here's something I actually made note of.
Taking notes.
Oh, taking notes.
Shit, man, we don't have notes.
We should have got notes.
All we do is get here on time.
Buzzing.
Oh, son of a bitch. Yeah. So in the, I thought this is so funny. In the Natty Becky Lynch match, one of the commentators goes like, "I don't know what's up. Natty has always been the most respected lady in the locker room." And I was like, really? She had a gimmick for like a year where she just farted and ran away.
I remember that. Yeah. But I'm like, but none of this changes like the respect level because she's still a good wrestler and she's like, that's the time the commentator should go, but now she's trying to show that she demands respect. So of course none of the commentators pick up on that. They're like, shut your face, whoever, Byron Saxton or whatever.
I think it was Saxton said it, and I think JBL literally did the time to shut up.
That sounds about right. Here's another one. I love this. This was on Smackdown, and they were talking about the Randy Orton bit, and JBL I think says, "Oh, I sure hope Brock Lesnar's watching this," and then out of nowhere, Atunga goes, "Of course he's watching it. Everybody's watching SmackDown. It's the best show," which is a really that's a good way to hype the show on the first night. And then there's a silence, and then JBL goes, yeah, I like you better than Byron Saxton.
I remember that.
Although, let's all be honest, Brock Lesnar doesn't have one.
Brock Lesnar's probably got something else today.
Did you notice on SmackDown, we were jumping on Raw, we'll get back to it, but did you notice on SmackDown, I thought the production was really strange. Like, the camera angle seemed different at all times.
Yeah, I think that was on purpose.
Yeah?
I think we're trying to make it different.
Oh, don't like that.
There were some cool camera moves on SmackDown, I remember. There was like a weird kind of pan behind the ring, so you could like while they're in the middle of the ring, you could see the entrance ramp behind it, but they kind of moved with it. Like it was on a crane. It looked pretty sweet.
I think like SmackDown. Oh, like I was actually really hyped for SmackDown, but it did not deliver.
It didn't.
Yeah, well, after I watched Raw, so the new SmackDown was never going to live up to Raw.
It couldn't have lived up to that, but like the two intros couldn't have been different. They couldn't have been more different. Like Raw opened and it gave you like everything you needed to know to stick around for the show. They're like, listen, man, we're gonna make a new belt, so you want to stick around for that. We're gonna have a new number one contender, and we're gonna do it with like the Fatal 4-Ways, which is a good move. The only problem was I missed the very beginning of the show, so I thought the winner of the two Fatal 4-Ways went into a triple threat at SummerSlam. And it, again, due to the inept commentators, it took a long time for me to figure out that the two winners would fight each other in the main event of the show. That they didn't explain that, which is typical. But it took them a while. It took them a long time. But overall, I thought it was a much better show. Whereas to start off your show with like on SmackDown with an overly long authority segment, which could have been cut down easily, and then a battle royale. Like, that's not going to get people interested.
Yeah, I think Battle Royales are an overused thing.
Yeah, don't start your show with a Battle Royale. That's not good.
Not only that there, but it just highlighted the lack of talent they have compared to Raw. I was looking at that Battle Royale, and I think I'm literally not excited for anyone in this Battle Royale.
I was really hoping that whenever they had all the people around the ring and they said, this Battle Royale is open for everybody, that they were going to let the women in too. So they didn't do that. They had all the women come down and go, this Battle Royale is for everybody, except all the women who are watching this. You have to leave.
I was at least hoping for American Alpha, I think, which a lot of people were.
Yeah, what the hell?
They were on the apron. They were standing there.
You were right there.
Battle Royale started. They just left.
Randy Orton wasn't in either. It was The Miz.
But that's probably the best.
Well, Randy Orton makes sense because he already has a SummerSlam match, so he can't.
Oh, yes.
Title SummerSlam.
Yes.
Get why Randy wasn't in.
Yeah.
Miz, that didn't make sense.
Well.
Jordan Gable didn't make sense.
No.
Also, Jordan and Gable weren't even on the show. They didn't didn't have a match.
That's like you could make time for that.
At least half the reason why I was excited for SmackDown was American Alpha's debut.
Yeah, like the way Raw opened up, you think SmackDown's going to come out with at least an American Alpha, tag team match. Like, no.
Well, the thing is, the way Raw started, Raw started the way SmackDown just started. It started with all guns blazing and said, try to follow this, motherfuckers. SmackDown had all the pressure on it. SmackDown has less time. Its roster isn't as stacked. And it needs to draw more viewers. It needs to be able to beat Raw for anybody to give a shit about it. And all across the board, they just didn't do it.
Also, I'd like to point out that I like the team of Stephanie and McFoley way better than Shane and Daniel Bryan.
They seem more natural, don't they?
They do. Like, Daniel Bryan and Shane just seems like too pandering, like almost like annoyingly pandering.
Yeah.
You know, like I like both of them. I think they're both awesome, but like they're just so like pander, and I was like,
You know what I didn't like on SmackDown? I think I tweeted this. You may have already seen this. You know, they keep saying that their show's about talent, not about the management.
Yeah.
At the end of the six-pack challenge, when Dolph explicably won, which we'll come back to, Dean and Dolph were facing off, and suddenly Daniel Bryan, who's the kids, and then Shane, who's the kids, and they get in the ring to stand there and watch them face off. It's like, why are you guys here?
Thought the exact.
Is that because the show ended early and they're like, oh, we got to stall. We still got 5 minutes.
Maybe, I thought the exact same thing. I was like, that's when it hit me. This duo is annoying me right now. It's like, why are they coming out in the standoff?
Yeah, well, not just. I understand them coming out, but the fact that they didn't do anything.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
That was the worst. Like,
just raise their hands.
Yeah, just don't bother, right?
Yeah, exactly. No, I don't like that.
But while we're on Dolph, do you think he's going to turn heel for this rivalry?
Hope so.
Mini rivalry that he's going to have with Ambrose?
Hope so.
It would make sense, but then Dean Ambrose versus Dolph Ziggler as the main event of SummerSlam doesn't really make sense. So,
no,
I don't think it's going to be the main event.
Well, obviously now that they've split the rosters up, Raw is going to be the main event.
Yeah.
Quite clearly, but
actually, I think Randy will probably be the main event.
I feel like they're missing a trick if they don't put Seth Rollins and Finn Balor in the main event.
You've got Seth Rollins and Finn Balor together.
Oh,
that's gonna be crazy.
Oh, that's good.
This SummerSlam is so tasty. I mean, like, I don't know if you've got gripes with Ziggler, but Ziggler and Ambrose to me also. It's just like,
yeah, I think they're going to have a really good match. It's just Ziggler being the one contender sort of came out of nowhere.
Yeah, I'm sure they could put on a great match, but that was a weird one, wasn't it?
That was awesome. I was
I suppose it does reinforce the whole it's a fresh start, new era thing a wee bit. SmackDown. So
I think Ziggler, it's about goddamn time, and I hope he wins. I love Ambrose, but I think given the chance, Dolph will absolutely kill it as champion again.
Well, I'm gonna have to say that you're wrong, and Dean Ambrose is gonna be champion forever.
No, I love Ambrose.
I really want Bray Wyatt to win.
I really want Bray Wyatt to win too.
Bray to win that SmackDown.
Yeah.
Well,
so invested in Bray Wyatt that I can't really.
Yeah, like I would do it. I would say that too. Only for Bray and Ambrose having like a really long rivalry after Seth and Ambrose had a rivalry. I just feel like I don't want to do that.
But then it plays in perfectly. You've got your built-in storyline. It makes sense.
I know.
What's the fact that when they had that rivalry, Bray won literally every match?
Well, that's true as well.
Yeah.
Bray did.
As a team champion, Bray could be the guy who got your number, and that could be the whole angle that go with.
Yeah, well, that's a good angle. Up
in Bray Wyatt, if he does beat him at SummerSlam.
Oh yeah, we have to talk about that goddamn super kick. We're the best super kick I've ever seen.
If you say so.
What's up?
The one Dolph Ziggler won with on SmackDown.
Hell yes.
The best super kick you've ever seen, huh?
Possibly. That was just a stand-up super kick, not a springboard into a super kick, but just for a standing super kick. AJ sold the hell out of it, don't get me wrong, but
yeah,
that was a goddamn super kick. Well, even before he dropped out for the three, I was like, holy shit. I was like, that was a super kick.
So then,
what I thought was a better super kick that I've seen recently, actually. Breezango against the Lucha Dragons. It was on Raw like 3 weeks ago. And Kalisto went for like a monkey flip, which Tyler Breeze dodged and like cocked his head when he was starting on the second rope, cocked his head in between his legs and kicked him. Great.
I can't picture it. I have to see it, so I can't really imagine it.
Well, it's better than that Dolph Ziggler kick, so.
It was not. Or literally.
So, the one when Cien Almos was like head standing and Ty Dillinger kicked him. That was awesome.
That was awesome, but it was not as good as Dolph's. I thought this is like a known thing. I Arn Snapchatted me too, and he was like with a shocked face and was like, "That super kick." I was like, I don't know. Best super kick ever.
That's debatable.
I have to back and rewatch the end of the match because I can't remember there being anything special with the super kick.
No, I don't remember.
I think it was just the edge, like he just connected so sweet, and the edge, like really oversold it.
But he's good though, old AJ Styles.
AJ Styles is amazing. Yeah.
He's not bad.
AJ Styles, am I right?
Don't give up your day job.
Yeah, so SmackDown, let's be honest, SmackDown's probably never going to beat Raw in the ratings, is it?
Well, it might, but it didn't get off to a good start. I feel like the draft, they had potential, and what they did instead was they just stacked Raw up and then continued to make Raw the great show. Whenever they could have two great shows, instead they decided to have one great show and SmackDown. But again, the problem with this is, because of the draft, they're going to keep the pressure on for a couple of weeks, and then after that, Raw is just going to go back to the same crap it used to be.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely, yeah.
So we'll get a couple of weeks of good wrestling, and then that'll be it. So let's live it up, fellas. SummerSlam.
Yeah.
It's going to be good.
$10 being event in SummerSlam. You're right. Live it up as well.
Yeah, it's incredible.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Prediction, he's going to come in as a demon?
Hopefully.
Yes.
I mean, that's
SummerSlam, I think he will.
That's the whole reason they put him in that match, right? For that entrance.
I don't think he will, but I really, goddamn hope he does.
I think he will.
I think maybe they're trying to get away from the demon. I think maybe they're trying to just make him a cool Finn Balor with a leather jacket. But
yeah, but nothing looks cooler than having that big face paint all over you.
It's fucking awesome. It's so cool.
Exactly.
When you've got the demon there, you have to use it.
Exactly. Don't miss this opportunity, man. Go for it.
I hope so.
I really hope he wins as well. I love Seth and all, but I want him to be the first Universal Champion, which is a shitty.
It's an awful name. Awful.
Well, I mean, what else are they going to do? You know, what names do you come up with? Creative geniuses over here.
I don't know, a different world championship. How that really does sound like, you know how SmackDown's got the world championship, so Raw now has the Universal Championship, and I'm like, wow, you really gotta one up them all the time.
Oh yeah, I suppose, yeah.
The world championship makes sense because you can defend it around the world. The Universal Championship does not make sense because you can't defend it around the universe.
It's like having a Universal TV remote, you know. It's just like all.
Yeah, exactly. It's the Universal doesn't mean works on one TV. You know, it's bullshit.
So we haven't talked yet about the best thing that happened on SmackDown.
You're going to say Heath Slater, aren't you?
The super kick?
Heath Slater, baby!
Oh.
Heath Slater was the best thing that happened on SmackDown.
That was pretty good. I quite like that. Yeah.
What did you say now?
The worst thing, Heath Slater was the best thing about SmackDown.
Do you think so?
The worst thing about SmackDown was Rhino. Why?
Hang on, let's reverse this. Are you giving Heath Slater props?
Hell yeah, give him after that promo.
Oh yeah, baby!
It was good.
I still don't think he's great overall, but that was a hell of a promo.
It was nice, yeah, exactly.
For that Heath Slater, then yeah, I'm all in for Heath.
I don't know why I just took credit for it. Thank you. I wrote that.
You wrote it.
No, fuck. I thought so too. I sort of went like, what was so so natural? It was like you sort of forgot it was even live. You just caught it so well. And then, like you said, he's like, I'm looking at the hottest free agent, this fat fucking middle-aged fucking die guy. Why the fuck is it the hottest free agent? I actually wrote my notes.
I wanted to point out with SmackDown about how much their show was kind of about adding to the roster with Rhino and Shelton Benjamin.
Yeah.
And
actually, so I said
Raw was just like, this is who we've got, would be awesome. SmackDown's like, we're okay now, but we're at these guys.
Yeah.
Sorry, when I was writing the notes, I thought that was really good promo. And I just wrote at the end of these notes and I'm reading back, if Rhino is the hottest free agent, there really only is Heath and Rhino then. They're the only free agents. Because, I mean, like, I was ridiculous when he said, he's the hottest free agent. I was like, oh my god. I wrote down what you said, Nal, about the Shane and Daniel Bryan. I was like, stop with that.
Yeah.
That really did piss me off. But yeah, good. So I actually put this as an idea as well. For Heath Slater. I said, like, give him a chance, you know, like, so that it's going to end up like they probably give him a chance to earn his way in. I thought, like, I don't know if Ryan was capable of having good matches right now, but, you know, make them two fight it out. Put up like a hell of a fight. Maybe that'll kick out with Gore, which is one of the most devastating finishers. So like, you know, the Gore. Maybe like hit him, kick out of a Gore, hit a big spot, and then Rhino gets out of it, and then hits him with a second Gore and beats him. But like wins the crowd over with a good match, you know, maybe kind of thing. And then down the line, have him rival with like put him kind of face, because I think everyone there must be in agreement. Because even online I read positive reviews, so everyone must think, you know, Dak and Heath a wee bit now. So maybe put him in the rivalry with the Miz and Heath Slater could work.
Yeesh.
What?
Good God. Great way for me to just never watch SmackDown again.
What is your beef with the Miz? The Miz is a staple guy. He holds things together.
The Miz is glue. Is that it? The Miz is a piece of string.
The Miz holds things together. SmackDown is so shit. They have the Miz TV. Miz TV was actually pretty good. He can work it out. Give Miz some props. Come on, give him some props.
I will give the Miz no props.
No props.
Hate to do it, but I have to side with Connor. Hate myself for it. But the Miz has improved so much this year. It's unbelievable.
He's got better, yeah, but then it's not hard to be better than a talentless piece of crap, right?
I think I'm enjoying the Miz's title run at the moment.
Baby!
Okay, well, I'm happy to take this 2-1 defeat because I have not been enjoying the Miz's title run. And I don't know, I don't see what everybody else sees of the Miz. I don't get it. I don't understand it. And I could be very happy to never ever see the Miz again. Very, very happy with that. But
honestly, I think SmackDown would suffer without the Miz.
That is so. I really wish you were here.
It's going to suffer either way.
It's going to suffer either way, yeah.
That is true. Let's not talk about the Miz anymore. We got anything else to say? I gotta wrap this up real quick. Is there anything else we need to cover?
I'm thinking.
Do quick predictions of SummerSlam card.
Oh, what have we got so far? 2 title matches in Randy Orton.
Yeah.
Yes.
Women's title match. Women's rematch.
I would imagine so. Yeah.
Is that happening, or is that a thing? Or
we're predicting.
Oh, we're going to predict. I'm going to predict maybe a triple threat with Nia Jax in the mix there.
Interesting.
I think somewhere along the way Nia Jax may come in.
I think somewhere along the line she will, but I think it'll be after SummerSlam.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe you're right. Yes, that makes this a big match. Charlotte Sasha rematch at SummerSlam. It has to be 1-on-1. So Sasha's only got it. So Sasha.
Oh,
no, we're predicting matches, man.
That's actually going to be on
the card. I like how you're predicting the winners of the matches we're predicting as well. Like, this is like an Inception level of predicting. I don't know if we can. This is twisting my melon, man. I reckon they'll do New Day versus the Club.
Oh well, that's
that's long overdue.
Yeah, that's gotta happen.
Rivalry.
What makes you think that's happening? Attack them in Raw, or
I think Sonny Boy's going to join the club as well.
No, he's not. What are you are so fucking crazy. See, that's why this podcast has to take off, just so people can hear your predictions that I've heard for years.
I think that was clearly a sarcastic prediction.
Oh, well, I wouldn't be surprised. I
just wanted Sonny Boy to get mentioned because that's all chatting.
Yeah, matches. Dolph Ziggler.
Who's Rusev defending the UF title again?
Oh, Cesaro, right?
It should be Cesaro. It really should be Cesaro.
I was thinking Sami Zayn.
Maybe. Well, that's up for that really is up for anything. Anything. Yeah, but I think Cesaro though. I hope Cesaro that fatal 4-way, by the way. Round of applause. That first fatal 4-way was just top notch. By the way, sorry, shout out to Jericho. By the way, I love how he's starting to talk about Stephanie and how he's always admired her.
Yes.
Ever since
I really thought someone was going to take a clip of her calling her a $1 million hoe and all that stuff.
I think I've plenty of time for that later.
Yeah. Okay, Mr. Man. Edge has seen it most likely happen, which
that's definitely gonna be that's a pretty good card right there, though.
It is a good card, yeah.
I think that's a good 6-7 matches right there, right?
If it's Intercontinental, Miz versus Apollo Crews, maybe.
They haven't really set up anybody yet, so it could be Apollo Crews.
I mean, they don't have anybody, so why not Apollo Crews?
Why not, right?
Benjamin.
Oh, that would be good.
John Benjamin, yeah.
But then that changes the whole dynamic of we're making a fresh start on SmackDown by having Shelton Benjamin versus a Miz. This is a fresh start. Yeah.
But they don't have Matt Shelton Benjamin, so
okay,
can happen.
All right.
That's cool. Baron Corbin versus Shelton Benjamin, maybe. Who knows?
You never know.
I predict it's going to be an awesome card. I'm not in favor of the draft because I think soon we'll get Steel and best super kick ever, Finn Balor #1. Yeah.
Finn Balor.
I'm just trying to wrap up, but I think of the whole since what's went down in Battleground. Finn Balor #1, draft will go Steel and Sonny Boy.
Can we get some love for Sonny Boy?
For the love of God, can we get some love?
Well, somebody think of Sonny Boy.
What are you, Dylan? What's your last words? Throw some words together of how you felt since Battleground.
Basically, I am very, very happy that my good friend Dean Ambrose is champion. It's warmed my heart. It's beautiful. I wasn't a fan of the draft, the way they played it out. I felt like it was very one-sided. And then once you saw the shows going live, it seemed one-sided again to Raw. But they have time.
And also the handicap Smackdown by transferring JBL over that.
That is true. But they have time to fix all these little mistakes and work it out by... I mean, if by SummerSlam they've been able to change SmackDown enough so that it is actually watchable, then they're in with a good shot. But, they still got a bunch of weeks to be able to pull that off, but we shall see. That's what I think. Okay. Yeah. So that's it. Are we all good?
I'm bad, but yeah. Okay.
Oh, you bad motherfucker.
Bad.
Pretty fly for a white guy, some would say.
Yeah, some would say that. It's an in-joke that only we get. We're not explaining it. Okay, cool.
No.
Got it.